Alright. All the investigations for this chapter of the story have been completed. And all that remains is to go through these big red doors. I have tea, I have my water bottles, and I am ready. Let's go. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said. Byakuya! Oh, he's... Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. They were all in the same state of shock. What, though? Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late!
I'm on fire.
Ah, strong silent master, so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My points are.
Yes.
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors.
With my scissor sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. What? I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boy. What the starting out strong with things I have to read. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Oh. Where am I?
whew,
No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills.
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
that's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious dribble. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. He said it. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Oh. Hina and Hiro are not happy. And Toko is just completely out of the loop right now. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid. Suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
So...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Now it's our turn. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I had resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Oh. No tweet about the epic finale, or did I miss it? I sent a tweet. Did it not send properly? No, I sent a tweet. You just missed it. Hey, Rick Beering. Welcome to the chat. Here we are. The final trial. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. My God, this is so deep. Write that down. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibrations of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh wow, it's another room. This is the final trial site? What do you think? It's just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate. It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin! Yes, please, save the data. Alright. Now, I'm gonna just refresh my memory on everything. What bullets do I have right now? Place to check. Monokuma, Tarp, Mukuro Ikasaba, Ultimate Despair. Right, I forgot. Kyoko's father is just in a box. Headmaster's ebook, the Locker Notebook, the Locker Pocketbook. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Biolab lights, group photo, Genocide Jack's memory, Kyoko interview. Alright. Here we go. I think I got my skills set. Alright. Let's get this going. All rise.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
How interesting, Monokuma.
So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't,
I like how he's using like a stand. Just so he's at eye level with everybody.
then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
That's confidence.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
How kind of you, Monokuma, to be so honest.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Hmm?
Oh, that's a good question.
Don't bother. I already know the answer.
Hero, I was with you for a second, but you're too confident now.
You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me.
Oh my god, Hero.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
Hero, why do you do this? Alright.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line.
What?
You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
What the hell happened?
I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
I'm actually flabbergasted. What? All three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. There's no doubt this is a trap Monokuma set. He set it up so we would suspect each other. And I have something that proves it.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Okay, let's go with
Hey, you stole my
the
line.
group photo, maybe?
You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
There we go.
No, that's wrong. It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
Oh, wait. Bubbles! It's hot and muggy outside that summer. Wavy! Hello! I'm doing well, Wavy. How you doing? Welcome, man. We're on the finale of Danganronpa. I have like every window in my apartment open right now because it's also very warm out here. I'm doing good. We're about to solve a mystery that's been many, many weeks playing this.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Car AC broke? Oh no, that's terrible. Blasted with lukewarm air. I mean, it's windy enough around Newfoundland that I just roll around with my windows down. Ah, finally figuring it out. Indeed, Wavy. I've been playing, like, this is the final chapter and the final trial. I'm good, thank you. That's great to hear, Wavy. No wind, just pain. Okay, yeah, there's nothing that you can do, is it, Bubbles? No wind, no AC, that is terrible luck. I will send you clear winds from Newfoundland. We only have the finest wind.
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Oh, he showed a different photo to everybody? And work AC broke too. Oh my gosh. Why is everything broken for you, Bubbles? That is like the worst coincidence of events.
With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Where's... Oh, there's Makoto. I figured as much. In which case...
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
You'll have to make up for it by hydrating for me. Twitch won't let me redeem hydrate or anything. Why? Alright, that's the hydrate. Oh, thank you, Wavy. You know what? Just because Bubbles is asking kindly, I will also add one for Bubbles. There we go. Got double hydrate. I do it for you, Bubbles. Alright, there you go. 2 for Bubbles. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So I added some new channel point redeems. There is now an actual flood redeem, Which, you know, just if you don't feel like spamming, you can just drop 10 hydrates at once. I did add the squat redeem, and I basically have the keeper quotes thing, where you can get me to say something if you want to. I finally have a like a higher cost channel point thing that's actually worth doing. Squats! Aha! Yes. We will... Excuse me. We will have legs of steel by the end of the summer. That is now the goal. Yes, I win! Congrats, Bubs. You are... winner is you.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Donuts! This one, too. It's just like I thought.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
Hero, just think for a second, please.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
You guys, it's all a trick, don't you get it?
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Fucking heresy.
Huh? I laid a trap?
You know what you did, Monokuma. Why are they all so stupid? I mean, I think this... I mean, has anyone been particularly smart in this? I'd say most of the smart ones are already dead, probably.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. And that person is... the one who got the photos, yeah.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it.
If the dead ones were smart, they wouldn't be dead. You know, maybe we are the smartest of everybody. And we're still pretty fucking dumb.
So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Oh my gosh, Sakura just thundering down the tread. She's about to bulldoze into Makoto.
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Yes, compare the evidence, Byakuya. What is that fish?
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
I like Makoto and all, but my man's a pussy. I mean, look, it's the whole, like, everyman archetype. They're generally pretty, like, you know, like, not exactly the bravest or not exactly the boldest. Makoto gets the job done. I like him.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
I have no enemies. Also, hello, Saint Dreamer. Welcome to the chat. Did you see that Sakura Shoryuken? Yeah, that I want to learn how to fish like that. That's how you make fishing fun.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
I'm lurking for you, buddy. Thank you, Wavy. Lurks are always appreciated. But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time?
In any case, Kyoko is best girl. I would agree with that. Kyoko has been like the one actually helping us get through all these trials, and I like that.
It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Though Sakura, yeah, Sakura will forever be my hero. She gave her all for the group.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's picture. What's Oh, Toko doesn't like the water. I'm guessing that's what it is. Also, shout out to Celeste. Like, that's just Celeste's regular pose in the background there. Kyoko is still wearing her gloves, too, in all these pictures. Hina's picture. Hiro's picture. And mine. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... Group photos and updated in the Truth Both section of your handbook.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
I mean, we were.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Oh, Hina, if only you knew.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Are we gonna pull up the DVD? Or is it gonna be like Amnesia? Yep, Amnesia. Give me an E. There we go. Amnesia.
Now I understand.
Hangman's Gambit.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
It's not a cult. We've literally been drugged before in this.
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. There's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Alright, give me the tape. I need the tape. Yeah, there it is.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I mean...
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that...
Hold it.
No, that's wrong.
Break!
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Toko, time and place, please.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
Where did we get a DVD player down here?
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
Thank you, Byakuya.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
Yes, please, let's go past this point.
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
Now that's what I want to figure out. I want to figure out why they had to ask that question.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
But why did we need to do that?
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Believe it, hero.
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
Bubbles. Bubbles knows this game. I do not.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
You're really just coming out like that?
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
You've been cleansed. That is wonderful news. Cleansed of what? Cleansed of sin, cleansed of dirt.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Took a shower? Glorious. I need to get like a nice cold shower tomorrow. So fucking hot. I'm boiling alive every day.
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
I know all your secrets, Monokuma.
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
Put some ice on your neck. Yeah, that could work.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Ice on the neck might be an after-stream thing to cool myself off a bit.
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive?
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
What was the first motive?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
And who said you had the permission to control the court, Monokuma? You're the one on trial.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
Celebrate. Celebrate, bubs. So until we do that, well, Either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Make your argument.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me
The
so
control
sure?
room.
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million.
Hold it!
No, that's wrong.
Counter. Break.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Yes, we did.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Not necessarily.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
And that's why he took the 16th place.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
Why?
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
No, that was alter ego.
Aw, nuts! Ya got me!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
Nope.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
I don't remember this, though, because it's been a while since I played this. Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
Alright.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
Oh.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
Toko, calm down, please.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm
Toko, that is not calm.
not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Alright, how does this go? Out of tea.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier.
That's true.
She must have been in 100 different battles.
Probably.
So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Z-Wimsey.
What?
You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
I missed my shot. No, those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. One look at what was written about her, and that should become clear. Yeah, I just missed my shot.
The ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
Fuck! Missed it
You
again.
didn't deny me this time, Z-Wimsey.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Alright, now. Just let me hit the shot.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny
Keep
me this
missing
time,
the shot.
Wimsey.
Alright, just-
Don't worry.
There wasn't anything cute about it.
Mukuro was the ultimate. She must have been in 100
I'm gonna
different
get
battles.
this yet.
So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
How do I keep missing this shit?
You didn't deny me this time.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Alright.
Mukuro was the ultimate. She must have been in So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me.
Don't worry,
There wasn't anything
cute about it.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
There we finally go.
No, that's wrong.
Took 5 minutes, but we did. Thank you, Rickbarian.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
That's how you know you truly are the ultimate soldier.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
I don't want to know.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Mukuro's fatal injury has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
Oh yeah, that.
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. The mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong.
Those nails weren't fitting in those gloved hands.
It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
You're more than welcome to it, Monokuma.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
It's gonna be a big storm. Do you need to turn off desktops during storms still? I don't think you do, but also I can't say that with enough confidence to not risk an expensive desktop. So it might be safer to unplug it, but I think computers have like surge protection on them nowadays. And you know about what they say about assuming. Oh yeah.
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro is one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Those gloves, man. I knew they were going to be important. Mukuro had an obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing that to the masked attacker. It should be obvious. Alright, there's the Monokuma file. I'm probably
you
going to
never
have to take
saw
some.
their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
I don't think so.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
I mean, it's the right hand. We must also feature the tattoo that marked her membership in Fenrir. That tattoo was a certain easy-to-spot area. I mean, it's the right hand.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro...
You're wrong. Even there's another part of the attack.
Oh? And is it the right hand or the left hand?
Wait, what do you mean? What?
You wound me, Makoto. Words can cut as deep as any blade, you know. You interrupted me while I was talking. 1 point deduction.
Shoot.
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's have to get Mukuro
You never
Ikusaba
saw
and
their
then
face,
go to that
right?
one.
So you can't have any idea who is... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker.
Oh? Is it the right hand or
Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Break!
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there
Wait, that's
was
just...
no such tattoo.
I thought those were gloves. It's just their skin?
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
You're slipping, Monokuma.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
Oh?
Uh-oh. No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
Kyoko, please.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything, you can see like a scarred hand. Oh. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
Did you spill acid on your hands?
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Should have worn gloves, man. Oh, he's all sad.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
That's not very body positive of you, Monokuma.
Sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
Huh?
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
There was an entire bio lab in the school.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. The biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that made its way from the biolab to the garden. That's the tarp.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden.
Put it in the freezer with the other meat. Hey, can we have ribs for supper? It's behind the frozen corpse.
When I was checking it over again, I noticed something.
Not human ribs. I mean, can we have the beef ribs? I need to specify considering we're storing meat in the morgue.
I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the code on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess.
Is that a wild guess?
Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's slipping.
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab? Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Oh no.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Oh no, we're not going to ignore him. I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
He's being a shit disturber.
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
Oh, you be good. What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Hold on. I'm just realizing, does Makoto's dad look similar to the headmaster to anybody else? I don't know why I'm getting that vibe all of a sudden.
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Base Monokuma, big fan of this little guy. I mean, he's committed to his guns. I can at least respect that. It's a shame that his guns are actual machine guns, and that will kill us whenever he pleases.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. The lights. The moment of truth. Here we go.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Bro! Are you sure about this? Bro! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
What? Oh, wait. What? It was on a different bullet.
What? What do you want? I'm not listening! This should
There we
prove
go.
it.
Break! Oh shit, hydrates.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is...
Keeps gonna be thirsty
Alright.
after this trial. That's why we are here, to help him stay hydrated. Squats and water. 40 more points. Alright. I'm gonna do the squats first, then we're gonna do all the water. So we got another 10 squats coming in. Alright. I like how the streams are becoming like a little mini workout session. This is fun. Alright. Let's get back to solving a mystery.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Monokuma is now a moth.
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
Man's gonna be 100% water by the time we're done with him. Yeah, that could happen. Also, I never actually said it, but Dash, Fire, hello, thank you for coming in. You guys came in like right when the floods were coming in, so I get a chance to properly say hello. Hope your nights are going well, and hope you all enjoy the stream. And enjoy drowning me.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Right when I caused the floods. My back and shit hurts from work. Well, hey, now it's time to rest up and relax. And I will say, whenever I do squats, anyone is welcome to join me. Fire, you are excused because you have a back pain. Lie down and relax. Doctor's orders.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in.
I was so close to pulling another muscle. That is not good. I also don't know what to do to deal with that, apart from, like, stretch more? Maybe stretch before work? Unrelated, but Baldur's Gate 3 release got pushed forward, and they're adding Dragonborn and Half-Orcs. Fuck yes! I want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I really want to play it, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the full release. Because I know that if I don't, I'll just play the prologue a bunch, and I won't be able to play it. Because that's pretty much what I did with Divinity.
And there were only 9.
Somebody's still alive.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Yasuhiro, do you know numbers? 9 lights doesn't make sense. Number of lights that should be on is 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
I'm so excited. 174 hours of cinematics. Jeez, that's multiple, it's like dozens and dozens of movies.
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, and Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
Or one dead body was a trick.
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they did that, why wouldn't they have just destroyed the other 9 bodies?
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Because somebody was tricked. The reason there are less bodies than murders. The explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? Only 9 murders took place. There weren't actually 10 murders, but 9. That's why there are 9 bodies. That's patently untrue. Counting Monokuma's executions, there have indeed been 10 murders. I think we can all agree on that. Actually, you're completely right, so...
Shoot!
I'll just embarrass myself in front of everyone. That was my last heart. Fuck. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
Uh-oh, have you already come to the end of the debate? Well, it would seem we weren't unable to uncover the mystery of the school or Mukuro's death. You know what that means? It's everyone's favorite punishment time!
Is this really the end for all of us?
Is it all over? No. Want to get another shot? Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
I can't give up now. Hit my second
10
phase.
of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth and Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
He's such a good counter. He can count to 10. That's really good.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I think there was a sound alert there, but it was really quiet. But Robin, are you dying scripts? I'm just failing at games. Hey Robin, welcome back. You came in just in time for the finale. We're on the final trial of Trigger Happy Havoc. Also, thank you for the resub. It's always appreciated. How you been, Robin? It's been a while.
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
Bacon.
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders. The explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? The same person was killed twice, then. If it's not only 9 murders took place and somebody was killed twice.
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
The mystery is unraveling. I've been good but very busy with D&D. So really good. Yeah, look, if you're busy with D&D, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to be busy with, because that's fun times. Oh yeah, so... double death. I sentence you to double death. You're doing like a... I think last time you told me about a sea lich? Like a lich who was... like, had their phylactery stored in the bottom of the ocean? Or was... no, it wasn't... am I remembering this right? Killed twice, going to super hell. We kill you once, you go to hell. You die in hell, you go to super hell. There you go.
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered so good, had to do it a second time.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
Nani? Mukuro? Mukuro is dead all this time?
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Oh yeah, I actually went back today and we didn't do a session, but instead played a competitive D&D board game called Onslaught. Oh damn, sounds fancy. Never played something like that before. Yes, Onslaught. So is it kind of like you're leveling and getting... is it like Munchkin? Like you're leveling up and getting loot and fighting through? Or is it something like Betrayal at House on the Hill? Or what type of game is it? 'Cause I played Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, and that's a lot of fun. A lot of were-rats for some reason in games I've played. And Murderous Drow with a hand crossbow. It's very fun. I like it.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Why are you so mad, bro? Why are you so mad? You're all defensive. Make your argument.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki?
This is cool.
Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu... whatever? Or maybe... Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Mukuro died from the wounds she had all over her body. Wasn't there someone else who suffered the same sort of injury?
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Yep.
No, that's wrong.
Doth protest too much. Whoa.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
We never got a file for her.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
I love it when a plan comes together, all according to Keikaku. We rolling with it.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
The red nails. I'm looking at those and being like, why would an ultimate soldier have red nails?
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then, it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
Somebody's still alive. And that's an issue.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
That reminds me, there's a new Walking Dead coming out of like Walking Dead Dead City, I think it's called. It looks pretty cool. I haven't watched Walking Dead since I was in like middle school or high school, I think. Oh nice, I forgot I can use this emote now. What the fuck is that emote? Aaron Fitzjack. Why does... I'm subbed to her voice actress. That is really cool, actually. I mean, hey, if you voice act a character, might as well get some, like, okay, if you voice act in stream, then that's like the perfect case of like, yeah, I'm gonna get an emo commission of the characters I voice acted. You know, if you're like a voice actor and like you're a famous voice actor, people probably know you through your characters. So it's good to kind of like support the communities, right? Yeah.
Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive. I watched her play Animal Crossing the Island. Oh, New Horizons? Very wholesome time.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
For that to be true, then that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
He's not answering. I need to think about this one more time. Let's see a contradiction in there somewhere.
The body we found found in the garden, it wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
I don't know what to do here. For that to be true, and that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden, is that really possible?
The body we found in the garden, it wasn't Mukuro.
What? You think something I said is wrong?
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. I see a contradiction there somewhere.
Shoot!
Oh my god. Does anyone have any answers to this one? Because I'm really stumped on how this riddle is supposed to work. Like, I am floundering so bad here. Like, I am on my knees asking for help with this one because I do not know what I'm supposed to do. Like, the things that I think would make sense aren't the answer.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like
Keeps it-
Junko's body was her.
Give me your entire stock, sad
Mastermind's
trombone.
true
Keeps it
identity
dum-dum.
is
I am a dum-dum.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
I never claimed to be the brightest gem in the box, so... Or the sharpest tool in the shed. But I'm trying, man. What the fuck? Dash, why do you have a sheep? Like, okay, again, the obvious thing about this, to me... Mukuro Ikusawa's profile. Hi, I'm asexual too. Hello, Flaming Swords. Welcome to the chat. Happy to meet another asexual. Haven't I done that though? Haven't I? Toko will say it wasn't Mukuro. Counter that with Mukuro Ikusawa's file, as life says. But I've done that. I'm confident I've done that. What the fuck? Did I miss the shot or something?
Found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
What the?
No, that's wrong.
I swear I've used that combo. What the actual fuck?
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of.
Cis hetero ace, but asexual the same. Yeah, it's all good, man. Look, man. There are plenty of like cis hetero aces. So. I'm pretty much just like. I'm like pretty arrow ace myself, so. I am cis though. I think I see Little Fire and I think it says Life Fire. The life force, the burning embers of the soul. Congrats, Fire. That is now your upgraded form. You have evolved.
The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
That's what I've been saying. I'm confident I've used that on that fucking. I've tried to counter it with that. Why?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32.
Okay, what does that mean when they say vitals? Is that like shoulders, waist, hips? Is that what that means? Because it's not gonna be like a pulse or anything, right? Because she's dead. You use the other thing, use wrong evidence. Yes. Alright, I know what that means then. Thank you. Thank you, Fire.
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
Shoulders, waist, hips. Thank you. Because I'm cis hetero, still am constantly terrified of being gay care from the LGBT community. That people say that I'm not allowed to call myself. It sucks. Or chest, waist, hips. I remember what I did. I mean, I never really had any. Look, I'm pretty much I am cis. My past relationships have all been hetero. never been like called out for being ace. So I think you're fine, man. I don't think there's any reason to be scared.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Select someone. I mean, if they use Junko's body, or if they have Mukuro in Junko's body, then yeah.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Byakuya, please sell me some more stuff.
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
No worries about that here. Keeps a very welcoming streamer. Use every term you believe fits you best. No one here would stop you. Exactly what Bubble said. Look, the whole thing with life is all one big journey of discovery. I'd say use the terms that you think fit you. You'll find your crowd, regardless. I think it's probably an irrational fear, but it's a fear I have nonetheless. I will happily call myself a member of the community and queer. Thanks for helping me. Yeah. Hey man, just gotta find your way. That's all that life is. A big adventure of just figuring yourself out. That's what makes life fun. We're constantly changing, constantly learning more about ourselves and our world. I'd say enjoy the ride. Just be good to other people as well. Because we're all just here enjoying the ride.